So I just got a package delivered to my door today from Shoukat, and this company has been on my radar for a little bit now. I remember when they sort of first showed up, hawking their wares, and everybody was really skeptical of them for a while, but over these past couple years that they've been around, I think they've really kind of proved themselves. I know multiple people with multiple pieces of gear that they have. And so I wanted to try and see what Shoukat offers. And I wanted a pair of their pants, and I wanted a vest that I will show you now. So these really are like the first impression I had of these pants. I had to throw on my knee and shin protection real quick because they hold the pants up at a certain height that I need, right, which is just above the knee. And that being their length, the way that they flow and the silhouette that this offers, I actually quite like it. Don't know if going white was a little too impulsive of me. I may end up dyeing these pants. I'm not sure, but I'm very happy with them. I think they're constructed really, really nicely. There's this super big like patch of Velcro here. This really cinches quite nicely, and you can adjust it because it's so large. I love the way that these lay on the body. Feeling just like the material of the pant themselves, it feels like fairly thick, very sturdy. These aren't broken in, so I think that that'll change a little bit, but it really feels quite dense. And I'm hoping that'll be able to like take some of the impact of shots to my legs. And so my plan in the future, is to lose weight.
A junior Western Bacon Champ trying to watch my figure.
So hopefully this will not be an issue. I think that I measured them a little bit too large, so I will have to continually, cinch them up more over time, and I may end up like running out of Velcro. So thankfully they are held up by these suspenders. These do feel quite cheap, but for $50 for HEMA pants, that's what you're gonna get, right? They are held on sort of here by like this pretty small like piece of fabric. I can see like, situation in where, one of those gets ripped out, but that seems like it would be entirely fixable with needle and thread and maybe a new set of these. Yeah, overall, I am quite pleased with the pants. I think they did a good job. What I'm most happy about though, is this vest. Now this vest is something that I kind of like worried about. I looked into like leather options, genuine leather, like, Coach's vest, but that's like $300 to $400, which I really kind of wanted to avoid paying. And I think I may have found a good solution for that. That is this. I think Shoukat did an excellent job on this vest. I did measure this vest with a jacket on, so this brown vest will fit over a white jacket eventually. And listen to this. You hear that? That is a very solid zipper that I am really happy to hear. And so I did give them my measurements, so this does conform to the body pretty well. One minor note is that like this neck piece here, I think it could have been cut down a little bit more. It's sort of like poking into my neck, especially when I'm standing up, but the jacket will be there, and the jacket will help soften some of that. And again, just like the pants, this vest feels really well made. Obviously it's not perfect. There are some like, little hang threads here and there, nothing a lighter can't take out. I really like the zipper. The zipper is very robust. And the vest itself, I was really worried if it would have like too much padding or not enough padding, because I really didn't specify. In fact, I didn't even specify these triangular, like, diamond, embroidery or whatever you want to call it here. But I'm happy that he gave me this, and I'm happy that he gave me the level of padding that he did as well. I've heard a lot of bad stories about Shoukat jackets being too thick, too puffy, too hot, and I think that this is a perfect level of padding for a vest that will sit on top of another jacket. It's really just for the style, But yeah, so that really concludes like my first impressions with the gear that was sent to me by Shoukat. The pants were like $50. The vest was $90. This was all the colors that I wanted, all of my measurements, and really I'm just happy with the experience. The salesperson, Maboob, I think he did a great job. He really took care of me. I really felt like I was being heard and being listened to. Really the weirdest thing about the whole process was having to pay like via like MoneyGram or like Western Union or whatever. You got to wire like money to like Pakistan, which is fine. But you know, just get PayPal in the future, man. It'd be a lot easier. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all that good stuff because it really does help me out in the algorithm. Thank you guys very much and keep training.